Hi, parents. I wanted to go ahead and give you a little bit of an overview of how we should be using this assessment. Now, kind of just right off the bat, a reason you haven't seen an assessment like this before is just because while we are doing Walk Kids data, we actually do not do any of our unit testing. So that's kind of why you're seeing the first big test. Now, normally we would do these every 4 weeks within curriculum, which sometimes between holidays and things ends up about every 5 weeks. But when we looked at our schedule and trying to get every kid one-on-one to come in or not come in, but to online do the test, we do not want these kids to have an assessment schedule every other week so we can do letter names, letter sounds, math, and also their unit testing. So we're going to try something. We're going to give it to you. Everything is completely recorded. You just need to ask the questions and let them answer. So I'm going to walk it through with you so you kind of get a better idea of what we're looking for. Again, just be honest. If your child doesn't know it, just put their regular answer. Okay, don't try to coach, don't try to prompt. We really want an accurate a picture of how your child is doing, and that way we can change our lessons, or we can put in more support items, or if we see something that's a little concerning, we can say, hey, we'd love to pull them for some extra support in the afternoons. So just so you know, this is a huge data piece for us. It really helps us better understand what we are providing and giving to you, and how it's flowing, and how what we are doing is working, and if it's working or if it's not working, and that we really need to change some things. So please, when it says don't prompt or coach your child, just don't. Just do the best that you can and give us their true and accurate answer. Okay, so let me go ahead and just kind of walk you through it in case you are a little unsure of everything. So the first one's just going to be a sight word. Normally this would only be a couple of sight words, but because we haven't done a unit test yet, we've compiled all of them. All we want you to do is to show your child the word and then mark for us, did they get it right? Did they get it wrong? No prompting, nothing. Just look at it, say the word, okay? Further down, we have some pictures and some sound bites. These sound bites are me asking a question. It's going to be something like, this is a horse. What sound do you hear at the beginning of horse? And then we want them to choose. So all you would do is choose their answer, okay? Just circle it for them, okay? You do have two where we want them to try to sound out the word. They should be starting to sound out words. Our decodables are sounding out. That's why we do our blending and our segmenting every day. That's why we do our decodables and we hand you our mini books. If you find that this is a real struggle, please mark it that way, because that lets us know that that's something we really need to focus on. If you also see anything concerning about their sounding out, you just let us know, and that way we know what we need to bulk up on and that how we need to better support you. Okay, so again, just sound out the word, let them choose the picture that matches. Okay, from here on out, your child really doesn't need to see the screen. They could very easily just listen. We don't want them to be self-conscious of their answers, especially if you're having to click no a couple of times. A child can quickly shut down and stop giving responses. So just know from here on out, you can totally turn the Chromebook away. They can just listen to the audio that is given and then just tell you the answer, and you can mark it, okay? So the first one's going to be if final sounds are the same. So the sound bite will just say two words and say, are these final sounds the same or not? And then you'll just mark if they said yes or no. From there, we want them to clap syllables. So I will give them a prompt. I'll give them a word. I want them to clap the word, and then you can mark how many syllables they found. Okay. Right here, this one is, I'm going to list 3 words. It'll be something like Tim, lime, home. And it just wants to ask your child what sound they hear at the end. So your child should say or M, okay? And then you can just type that answer in the box for us, okay? Just like that. The next one is I'm going to give them a word, and I'm going to want to know if they can actually break it into 2 syllables. So if the word is flower, I want to know if they can go flower. Okay. Kind of if they hear those two syllables. So mark that for us. The next one will be an onset and a rhyme. So that will be when I say that first beginning sound and then the end of the word. So I might say at. Now blend it together and find the word. And your child would need to say hat. And then you mark if they can do it, yes or no. Okay. Now it's only, this is kind of covering all of the skills that we've really focused on from pretty much the beginning of the year. So if there is something that you notice they are extremely struggling with, please just be honest because then I can help. Okay. The last thing I really want to say is I thank you. Thank you for helping me administer this, and thank you for helping me do my job, and thank you for sharing this responsibility with me. I'm trying to keep all of our interactions as positive as possible, get in some of those social pieces, and we just do not want to drag these kids down with every other week sitting on Zoom with me one-on-one for 20, 30 minutes, and all they have to do is perform. So in lieu of our homework today, of our independent work, this will be it. There will be no additional work. Again, just give us some honest answers and we will take it from there. So thank you so much for all that you are doing to help support your child and to support their learning and to support me. Good luck.